ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our FPL Game Week 5 review and Game Week 6 preview. We scored 42 points. Not the best, not the worst. 20 points on the bench, even with a 0. So technically, could have bench boosted and it would have been successful. But in saying that, I guess if any one of our subs besides Cucurella was on field, we would have scored more. I was tossing up between the captaincy on Haaland, Gakpo, Wood, Semenyo, and Virgil. I went with Virgil. Thank goodness he got his DEFCON points in the end because he was stuck on 9 for, I'm going to say, the best part of 25 minutes. Now, if we didn't have Nico Williams on field, Haaland didn't score. It was looking like a very, very rough game week. But as I said, we scored 42. We moved to 2.8 million. So a red arrow there. And we have already made a transfer. It was to get in before price rises. We're recording this post price rises today on the Monday, but the player we got in didn't even end up rising. But I'm okay with that as the plan that we have set in motion. We needed to get some Arsenal assets in, and that's exactly what we have done. But recapping game week 5, Sanchez was red carded, scoring a -3. Spurs didn't keep a clean sheet. Porro 1, Munoz 2 for Crystal Palace. Verge, they didn't keep a clean sheet either, Liverpool, as Everton scored, but he did pick up some DEFCON points, so I guess that's a captaincy return on the lower end, scoring an 8 with the captaincy, so that's 4 doubled. Nico Williams scored for Forest. That was a 10. Gakpo blanked 2. Semenyo again got DEFCONs with a 5. Anderson got some DEFCONs as well. Haaland scored. Bonus there. Pedro blanked. Wood blanked. On the bench, Dubravka returned with a 4. Tiani Reinders, I think we just need to continuously play the man because he is in some fine form. DEFCONs, bonus, and an assist for 9. Kudos was given the assist for one of the Spurs goals, so he returned with a 7. And Cucurella, well, 0. But in saying that, I mean, you've got a 4, 9, and a 17 equating to 20. That could have easily been a successful bench boost if we had have gone down that avenue. Now, the team that we are going with is this for game week 6. We have transferred Sanchez of Chelsea to David Raya of Arsenal. They have a fantastic run coming up post game week 6, but I don't mind jumping in a little bit earlier for the Newcastle fixture. Now, that's our one transfer made. We still have 2 free transfers in the bank, which we don't need to go anywhere with. In goal, David Raya, as I said, the new signing for the team. We have Pedro Porro at home against Wolves. Virgil van Dijk away to Palace. Nico Williams again on field. Sunderland at home. Cody Gakpo away to Palace. Semenyo away to Leeds. Mohamed Kudus comes onto the field. Wolves at home he faces. Tiani Reinders has Burnley at home. Haaland will be our captain. Burnley at home. João Pedro has Brighton at home. And Chris Wood, I cannot wait to transfer him out next game week. But he has Sunderland at home. That means, as always, Dubravka is on the bench. Elliot Anderson is on the bench, Mark Cucurella is on the bench, and Daniel Munoz is on the bench. This is how we are going to line up in the 3-4-3, and chances are we will be triple captaining Erling Haaland at home against Burnley. We planned for this, we're going to execute it. If it comes to fruition and there's an absolute bucket load of points, then we'll be laughing. But in saying that, all the statistics are pointing to a high-scoring game for Man City. Burnley has the worst expected goals conceded in the league. City have 2.04 expected goals scored, and they're averaging 1.8 goals a game. Now, they're at home. They love playing at the Etihad, and I'm hoping that it is going to be an absolute goal fest. Therefore, the triple captaincy chip will be played, and our captain is going to be Earl. That's how we're going to line up. That's what we're going to be running with for game week 6. Now, I think most people will either be playing the triple captaincy chip, or they're going to be wildcarding and bringing Haaland in if they don't own him. A simple swap potentially from Salah to Haaland, or they might be going with both of them. I'm not sure. But chances are it's going to be very scary if you don't own Haaland at home to Burnley. And surely he goes absolutely ballistic. I know there was some quotes from Pep in regards to how his lower back was really sore and he may need a little bit of a break. But the way I see that is they have Huddersfield midweek. So I believe that he's just going to be completely left out, or he'll be benched and won't see any minutes. And I think that's what Pep was meaning and what he referred to about Haaland needing a break. Now, I mean, for once, Pep has gone into 3 games unchanged. I doubt that will happen as Kusanov, who played at right back, started there, went off injured. So there will be some changes made, I think. And I think you'll see a little less of a prolific team midweek. And then it will just be back to how it was, minus Kusanov at right back for the Premier League game against Burnley. I'm hoping that they absolutely go bananas. Have no defensive coverage from City. A little bit scared of not owning Foden for this week, but it just doesn't work into our plans going forward, as we want to be bringing in 2 Arsenal boys next week and making a downgrade in midfield, which at this stage will probably be Mohamed Kudus. And then I dare say it will be Nico Williams and Chris Wood to probably Saliba / Gabriel and Victor Gyökeres, and that will be our 3 free transfers used next week. So that's our plan. Hopefully when we play the triple captaincy chip on Earl, he returns very well. I know a few actually did it earlier in the season when he scored 13. 13 tripled, obviously 39. So that's a fantastic return. I still have PTSD of using the triple captaincy chip in double game weeks on Sadio Mane when he was at Liverpool. He did his hamstring in the first, I think it was like 17 minutes of the first game of the double. So that triple captaincy all up was a 3. Then I think the next year I used it on Leroy Sané when he was at City. And I think something happened. Someone got red carded or something along those lines. He got subbed before halftime and then didn't play the second game week. So that was an absolute disaster. Really hoping that, we'll take 1 return and some bonus from Haaland. 2 returns would be fantastic. Don't know if we'll get there, but all the statistics are pointing to a goal fest for City, and I think that they will come away with the chocolates and do it quite easily. As I said, in a little bit of fear of not owning Foden for this, but I'm fairly content with Reinders and Haaland for that specific game. We're tracking quite well. As I said, if everything goes to plan, next week we'll be doing 3 transfers. That will be a midfield downgrade. Wood to Victor Gyökeres and Nico Williams to one of Saliba or Gabriel. Not entirely sure yet, but this is how we've ended up post game week 5. This is how we're lining up for game week 6. We're sitting at 2.8 mil. We scored 42. It could have been a lot better in hindsight. I know it's easy to say that, but we move. We keep going. If you've made it this far, as always, thank you so much for spending your time and watching it. Make sure you check out the UCL Matchday 1 review. We did quite well there. We're top 10k in the world. And don't forget to check out the Supercoach EPL video, which will be uploaded very, very soon. So once again, thank you very much. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to leave a comment. Make sure you sub. We're 3 away from 100 on this nice little side project we've got going. Check out the website at swordplaysupercoach.com, and don't forget to check out the main channel with all the boys and their NBL content regarding the game day squad. So once again, to reiterate, make sure you drop a like, make sure you drop a comment. Don't forget to sub. We're almost at 100, and please make sure that you have a fantastic game week. Play it your way. A beautiful quote that I love from Planet FPL. And we are definitely playing it our way, because ditching Salah was very, very scary. So thank you once again, and enjoy the rest of the day.
If you've enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out the website at supercoachswordplay.com.